I think very often that the fielder's reaction tells it all. Kevin O'Brien just pushing, slowness of the pitch. Great effort, irrespective from Shabba Rahman. I think very often that the fielder's reaction tells it all. Just push forward at it. Kevin O'Brien just pushing, slowness of the pitch. And great effort, irrespective from Shabba Rahman. I think very often just hasn't got his fingers underneath the ball enough. Tells it all. Just push forward at it. Kevin O'Brien just pushing, pitch. And
that's an excellent bit of fielding from Shabir, but I don't think this is going to be very hard in those stationary positions at slip and gully to go forward like that. Fielding from Shabir, but I don't think this is going to be. Kevin O'Brien just guilty of pushing out a wee bit, that's why it's carried so far. Positions at slip, but I don't think this is going to be given out. I think there's enough doubt to stick with the umpire on the field decision here. Pushing out a wee bit, that's why it's carried so far. I think you'll find that most of the Bangladesh players have now gone back to their positions. The umpire on the field decision here.
I might be guilty of being a little bit biased, Jeremy, but I'm giving that nod.
A bit guilty. Bangladesh players have now gone back to their positions. The umpire on the field decision here.
I might be guilty of being a little bit biased, Jeremy, but I'm giving that nod. All eyes on umpire.
Bangladesh players are
Palagurage
to their positions. Umpire on the field decision here.
I might be guilty of being a little bit biased, Jeremy, but I'm giving that nod. All eyes on
not out. Players are Palagurage just confirms that now.
I might be guilty of being a little bit biased, Jeremy, but I'm giving that nod.
A close call for Kevin O'Brien's first ball.
Yeah, I think he'll be very relieved.
Confirms that now.
He's on he's had one score of note. He had a 72 not out against Afghanistan in Greater Noida in March. And other than that, he'll be very relieved. We've had a run of fairly low scores in his last 9. He had either T20 internationals, one day international, so Kevin will be looking to put that right today. And other than that, he'll be very relieved. We've had a run of fairly low scores in his last 9. He had either one day international, so Kevin will be looking to put that right today. And other than that,
a little bit more comfortable, so
fairly low scores in his last 9. He had either one day international, so Kevin will be looking to put that right today. And other than that,
this is the wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, Nobby O'Brien, just after 109 runs.
And other than that,
this is the wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, Nobby O'Brien, just after 109 runs.
And other than that,
this is the wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, Nobby O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien off the mark. The wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, Nobby O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien off the mark. The wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien off the mark. The wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien off the mark. The wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien off the mark. The wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien off the mark. The wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien off the mark. The wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien off the mark. The wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien, the wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien, the wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin O'Brien, the wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin the wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin the wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, just Kevin the wicket that fell. So Niall O'Brien, So Nilo just kept the wicket. 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 The wicket. Joyce has gone this time. It's a long one. Has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't. Tammin will be just patrolling that area. He took a good catch a moment ago. This one was easy. Has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't.
It's a hammer blow.
Just he took a good catch.
Joyce missed times.
Has he got enough on it?
Sanzamo, who's delighted to get his mate. Hammer blow, ODI wicket. But Tommy McFall long on. Sanzamo, who's delighted to get his mate. Joyce departs. Blow, ODI. A patient 46. Ireland now struggling at 126 for 5. Sanzamo, who's delighted to get his mate. Joyce departs. A patient 46. Ireland now struggling at 126 for 5. Sanzamo.
নাম্বার ওয়ান ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল নেটওয়ার্কে এখন 20 টাকা মিনিট কার্ড রিচার্জে জিতুন লাখ লাখ টাকা সহ আকর্ষণীয় সব পুরস্কার। রবি নাম্বার ওয়ান ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল নেটওয়ার্কে এখন 20 টাকা মিনিট কার্ড রিচার্জে জিতুন লাখ লাখ টাকা সহ আকর্ষণীয় সব পুরস্কার। রবি নাম্বার ওয়ান ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল নেটওয়ার্কে এখন 20 টাকা মিনিট কার্ড রিচার্জ জিতুন লাখ লাখ টাকা সহ আকর্ষণীয় সকার। রবি নাম্বার ওয়ান ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল নেটওয়ার্কে এখন 20 টাকা মিনিট কার্ড রিচার্জ জিতুন লাখ লাখ টাকা সহ আকর্ষণীয় সকার। রবি নাম্বার ওয়ান ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল নেটওয়ার্কে এখন 20 টাকা মিনিট কার্ড রিচার্জ জিতুন লাখ লাখ টাকা সহ আকর্ষণীয় সকার। রবি নাম্বার ওয়ান ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল নেটওয়ার্কে এখন 20 টাকা মিনিট কার্ড রিচার্জ জিত আকর্ষণীয় সকার। রবি এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে জয়টি এক্সাইটিং 20 টাকা মিনিট কার্ড রিচার্জ জিত আকর্ষণীয়
এখন বাটিকা এনরিচড কোকোনাট হেয়ার অয়েলের সাথে ডাবল মিসফাক টুথপেস্ট ফ্রি।
Well, there's a lot to be done.
কোকোনাট হেয়ার অয়েলের সাথে
Already after 29
মিসওয়াক টুথপেস্ট
overs, Ireland 5 down. It's hard to post a total.
এখন
Lot to be done.
কোকোনাট হেয়ার অয়েলের সাথে
Already after 29
মিসওয়াক টুথপেস্ট
overs, Ireland 5 down. It's hard to post a total. Well, I think this is actually very odd and criminal, actually, that a man who's batted and just out of Ireland 5 down. It's hard to post a total. I think this is actually very odd and you've just lost a wicket the over before. Man who's batted and you've got 8 runs off the over already. It's hard to post a total. I think this is actually he loses his shape. You've just lost a wicket comfortable before. Man who's batted and you've got 8 runs off the over already. Yeah, well, Ireland didn't get the actually he loses his choice today. Will Porterfield won the toss the first 2 times at Malahide. This is the 3rd time. So they're batting. They actually find themselves batting. But you've got to be better. Will Porterfield won the toss the first than 126 for 5 time. So they're batting. They can see the batting that's left there. But you've got to be. George Dockrell hasn't got a run really, even though he has potential. But then McCarthy, Murtagh and Chase, that's it. They can see the batting. And I'm afraid in the 30th over, George Dockrell hasn't got a run. That's too many wickets. And the management of keeping wickets in hand and Chase to make the most of the last 10, I'm afraid, has been lost. 30th over, George Dockrell hasn't got a
You always talk about somebody in the top 4 has to be there in the last 5 overs, and you know George Dockrell, next man in, has an ODI batting average of just 13, and he's certainly improving in that role. But really, you're talking now, Gary Wilson and Kevin O'Brien have a major repair job to do. There's George Dockrell, who played nicely against England at Lord's, but with an average of 13, it's absolutely imperative for these 2 senior pros now to put on a significant partnership. William Porterfield looking pensive, probably understands the situation at the Irish batting, and it's an experienced batting lineup. Jeremy, everybody has made a lot of the inexperience of the bowling attack with the retirements of Johnson, Cusack, Mooney and so on. This is an experienced batting lineup, and from my point of view, you know, how often does this have to happen before it's discussed and fixed?
Mustafa's goes past the outside of Wilson's bat. So 30 overs gone, 128 for 5.
আছেন আমি একসাথে আমাদের টাইম আমাদের গেম অন অফলাইন অনলাইন আমাদের নিত্য নতুন স্টাইল রবির ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল
রবি নাম্বার 1 ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল নেটওয়ার্কে এখন হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ ভিডিও কলিং ফ্রি পাচ্ছেন 228 টাকা রিচার্জে 1.5 GB প্যাকের সাথে। রবি।
Introducing Helio S25. Its dual rear camera, 4GB RAM and 64GB ROM is sure to outshine everyone. Helio, shine brighter.
বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না এপেক্স আল্টিমা
30 overs point in the match so far, and the run rate 4.2. And unfortunately, with that kind of run rate and the number of wickets that have fallen, Irish hopes are not great at the moment. They're going to have to do a heck of a lot with the ball. So Mr. Uday Hakim on the left there with the dark glasses. Well, they've all got dark glasses, but he's the senior operative director at the Walton Group. He's one of the principal sponsors. Wide. Monell's there. We had a meal with him the other night. Been in television for a long time.
Good stop from the captain, who finds himself at mid-wicket again. Not the best mover in the team, in a key position.
Down comes O'Brien. Just loses shape this time.
Bowling none. Coming here, boys.
Well, Sunderman will be feeling pretty pleased. He's picked up the wicket of Ed Joyce. So a wicket in his first ODI.
Good lining, good lining.
Now he's back now bowling
Boys.
to two right-handers. So if it does happen to just grip a bit, beat the outside edge.
1-1.
Yes.
That's a shot actually that Niall O'Brien has played very well. Gary Wilson replicating it just at the last minute, just opening the face to knock that ball into the gap at cover point. Risk-free cricket, much needed at this stage.
Bowling, ভালো এটা, ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে.
That's all right. O'Brien picking up the good length there. Looked to press forward first. Saw it was going to be slightly short. Need to do that. When you're playing this much spin bowling, got to pick up length.
Keeper.
Good single. Can they come back for two? No.
Good read.
So 4 runs from that over. 31 gone now. 133 for 5.
ছোট ছোট চোখে ওই স্বপ্ন খেলা করে ব্যথা মুছে
ভাবনা থেকেই ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্র্যান্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার।
এসে গেছেন স্যার। এটা কিসের জন্য? এটা তো এমনি পেয়েছি। ভুলে গিয়েছিস? পাপের সাথে ফার্স্ট প্রাইজ পেয়েছিস। এখানে পাপের কে? আমি তো চিকেন। তো মিস্টার চিকেন, এখন একটু স্পেশাল চিকেন হয়ে যাক। নরের নতুন চিকেন নুডলস, এতে আছে চিকেনের স্পেশাল ফ্লেভার। মজা! মজা! চিকেনের স্বাদ।
কোকা-কোলার সঙ্গে খাবারের মজা জমবে।
Averages 9 and Peter Chase just the 2, so it's a huge issue that these guys must repair the innings and take it through to the 45th over.
Mustafiz continues. Yeah, that just highlights how important this partnership is going to be. Probably the last one we can keep saying that about, I think. 250 is a long way away. Six and over from here doesn't quite get them there. Just using the left arm to go across the right-hander with the angle. That's why it's so important. That's Sumia Saka there. And you can see he gives himself just a little bit wider. And because he's bowling out there, of course, look at the field, Kyle. There.
Yeah, we have only 2 men on the leg side.
Gives himself just a little bit wider.
And that's allowing Mustafiz to bowl that wide line outside off stump. Keep a slip as Gully is backward point. He still has a sweeper on the offside, so it's a very attacking field. Gary Wilson will be very aware of the fact that he's probably not going to attack the stumps. He's just trying to tempt him, and what I think he'll probably try and do is to set him up to take the pace off outside off stump, to see will he just chase it and pop it in the air to one of the catchers on the offside.
Well, what I'd like to see then is the batsmen, both right-handers, move across to off stump and say, I can get closer to this ball going across me and I'll hit you back down the ground. If you look at the field, there's no one back at mid-on or mid-off. Anything that beats them is only 2 men on the leg side. Oh, well, he's gone offside and this could be trouble. Oh, yeah, what a catch.
Fabulous catch from Musadik. Another Irish wicket falls, caught in the deep. Kevin O'Brien departs. Ireland lose their 6th wicket. Again, just as we predicted, bowling wide outside off, tempting the boys to hit over the top. Terrific catch from Musadik Hussain. Ireland in a huge hole. They've dug themselves into a huge hole. Kevin O'Brien, the dangerous Kevin O'Brien, departs for 10 from 11 balls, Ireland in it. Big trouble, 134 for 6.
গলির মুখ থেকে একটা হালিম নিয়ে আয়।
মা শোন, হালিমে যেন রানের মাংস দেয়, তেলটা যেন পুরনো না হয়, আর ডালগুলো ভালো দিতে বলবি।
মা, হালিম তো ওরা আমাদের ইচ্ছে মতো বানাবে না।
ও তাই তো।
এই রমজানে আপনার সব খাবারই হোক স্বাস্থ্যসম্মত, তাই ঘরেই তৈরি করুন সুস্বাদু হালিম।
বাহ, কোথাকার হালিম?
রাধুনির হালিম।
আছেন আমি একসাথে আমাদের টাইম, আমাদের গেম অন অফলাইন অনলাইন, আমাদের নিত্য নতুন স্টাইল, রবির ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল।
রবি নাম্বার 1 ডিজিটাল লাইফস্টাইল নেটওয়ার্কে এখন হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ ভিডিও কলিং ফ্রি পাচ্ছেন 228 টাকা রিচার্জে 1.5 জিবি প্যাকের সাথে। রবি
মেন্টোস, বাইরে ক্রাঞ্চি, ভেতরে চেরি, না বলি কিভাবে?
ব্রেকফাস্টে কড়া ফেসবুক এর সাথে মগ ভর্তি হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ, লাঞ্চে ফুল প্লেট লেটেস্ট ভিডিও, আর ডেজার্টে ননস্টপ মিউজিক। আর যেখানেই হোক ইন্টারনেটে নো ডায়েটিং, সপ্তাহে 7 দিন ভরপেট ব্রাউজিং। ইন্টারনেট ব্যবহারে যারা একদমই ডায়েটিং পছন্দ করেন না, তাদের জন্য এখন 2 জিবি মাত্র 129 টাকায় 7 দিনের জন্য বাঙালি।
Really his